Hey everybody, Water Elemental here, giving you an update on the channel and everything surrounding it. The first thing I wanted to bring up is where the hell I've been this past couple of weeks. I've had some computer trouble, and it was not good. My CPU went out after a botched repair to my heatsink. The heatsink ripped out my CPU from the center of the computer, like the scene from Mortal Kombat where you just cha-cha. So I was out of the computer for a few days, which include rendering and all sorts of stuff, because when you render, it uses 100% of your CPU, and if the CPU gets hot, it does not like that at all. So I'm still working on getting it so I'm not having as much heating issues. I'm still having heating issues. I just got kicked out of an Overwatch game because I overheated. So that's one of the problems I have, is I got to keep temperature running. You can hear it right now. It's a tiny fan going in the back that's actually directed towards the CPU, and that's mitigating heat. This is also the reason why Twitch streaming has kind of been postponed. That, and I really want to understand what's going on with the Twitch market and get more interesting stuff going on Fridays, advertise them more, kind of get a schedule. Some things went well. I think Heroes of Storm was a great one to do with that. I think more Overwatch Ranked might be fun on Friday nights. My computer's freaking out in the background. And games that I thought would be good but weren't. XCOM, I feel XCOM is a better game for me if I am quiet and concentrating. It was a lot of it was kind of a frustrating experience to stream because I wasn't having as much fun playing that as I do usually when I'm playing on my own, which sucks. I think it might be a better solo videos as well. Editing kind of cut back a lot of the downtime because I'm trying to be interesting in the downtime while I'm thinking, and that's definitely a hard thing to do. PlayerUnknown comes back to PlayerUnknown. It doesn't play well with any of my streaming options, so I'm trying to figure that one out. Hopefully it's optimized by the time it launches next year. And I think What Do has a couple of ideas of stuff he wants to stream live as well, so we're going to try to incorporate that to what we're doing. Speaking of that, Dag Naropa, I have over 4.5 hours of footage recorded. We finished the first trial, and boy howdy, we weren't able to save the game. It was at a bad spot where we wanted to get through the entire trial in the recording session, and it just kept going and going and going. So we got a lot of footage, and they're going to be broken up into 2 movie episodes, I want to call them. It's an hour-long a piece, and they're going to cover the entire trial section. So if you've never seen the trial, it's going to be there in 2 sections instead of just 1 section, because I think it's a lot harder to break up a trial, especially when it's so intense like that. Other series that we worked on in the past, the podcast is still going well. I just need people to record with. A little bit harder to get a hold of people when you're not set on a weekly schedule, so I'm going to A, try to get a weekly schedule going for people, and B, continuing to get topics is a lot harder now that we're not on a set schedule with League of Legends alone. We're doing a bunch of other games, stuff that we're enjoying over the week, and sometimes there's just really bad weeks going on for one person or another, so it's a little bit harder, but I am definitely enjoying recording those new podcasts and trying to get more people in over the week. I might try to pull in some other people, some roommates and stuff like that to record tonight as well. Hex, I've had some comments and people asking where Hex is. Hex is in a weird spot. I'm not really sure if I want to go back and do Hex the way I've been doing in the past. There isn't much more I can add to the series other than me essentially running through it. And it kind of is at a point where my deck is outdated with a bunch of old cards, and for me to be relevant, continue to be relevant, I would have to buy more stuff. And at the moment, I'm not currently in that position to do so. So Hex is kind of on a postponed thing. I still love Hex. Hex's game is great. They just launched on PS4, which is fantastic. Great for them. I'm happy to see that they're still going. No word on guilds, that thing that my brother and I backed. So, meh. Speaking of backing, the last article is I am redoing the Patreon rewards. I'm going to start out small and we're going to work our way up. Over the next day or so, I'm going to update it with only 2 options. There's going to be the dollar credit backer, where if you back with the credits, you'll be able to get your name read off or talked about, I'm not sure which, at the end of videos. It's going to be both the podcast and whatever we're doing at that point in time. And then B, we're going to have a special monthly video that's only going to be on the website, and I think I'm going to try to password protect it. We'll see how I can do that to be a little bit interesting. Maybe just maybe through Patreon exclusive links might also be the way to do it. But there are going to be things like anime watch nights where we're going to find random anime on Crunchyroll or Netflix, not sponsored, and we're going to just watch where you can sync my video to what we're watching and get commentary as we're watching, and maybe can transition it to live streams as well, depending on what we want to do. So again, something I'm going to try tonight. I'm going to do Neo Tokyo, and I'm going to try to upload that in the next couple of days as well. So now that I have my computer up, I am going full force on getting things actively going, because I still like working on projects. I'm just trying to find what direction the show's going to go for now. So for those of you who stuck around after the end of the Spastic Gaming podcasts, I really appreciate it. I am loving the support from everybody, and I hope you guys stay around until we get our groove. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're excited about these changes and the upcoming videos, and apologize for the long delay. This has been Water Elemental. Thank you very much for listening and your support, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you soon.